Welcome to That Entrepreneur Life, a podcast about entrepreneurship that takes you from idea to launch and beyond. Each week, your hosts, Andrew Lees and Clint McPherson, discuss different business topics aimed at adding value to any entrepreneur's journey.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of That Entrepreneur Life. I'm Andrew Lees, and I'm here with my co-host, Clint McPherson. What's up, brother?
Not much, my man. What's up, everybody? I'm excited to be here, guys, for another episode. And with that said, let's go ahead and kick this thing off by welcoming our special guest, Gianni Mariotti, to the show. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. I'm Gianni One. I do YouTube. I go one-on-one with, athletes, personalities, celebrities, any of that. I just do interviews. I do vlogs, stuff like that. I'm just a YouTuber, young kid, just trying to do something.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. I mean, it's great that you're getting after it. So early, so young, and YouTube's a great platform to get started with and to build a brand and business around. So yeah, we're really happy to have you here, man.
Yeah.
So, brother,
Awesome.
with that said, man, thanks for the introduction. But before becoming a YouTuber, right, that's focused on going and interviewing celebrities, athletes, and media personalities, take us back, brother, to where your journey started and what it is about the idea of being an entrepreneur that you're actually passionate about.
So I think it really, pushes back to, the people above me. I'm the youngest of, I have 3 other brothers. And then my mom, of course, is like a big inspiration to me. It's kind of just where I've always wanted to take the time in high school where I really had there's nothing holding me back. I have nothing other than school. It's more of no responsibilities. So I see a lot of people, they kind of just want to live the kid life. And I did that. But then I started wanting to dive into actually doing something. I really wanted to make something out of my childhood and become an entrepreneur and do something. I like that type of lifestyle. And my mom always was super supportive, and she really always pushed me to do something. And she was always supportive on my back. And then I have 3 other brothers, Lee, Mookie, and Benny. And they really were like, this is something you can really do, because everyone always says, you talk so much. Why don't you do something with it? And I'm like, I never really thought it'd be YouTube. I never really thought would it be, So then, my brother Mookie, he really pushed me to do it. And Benny and Lee, all of them, they just kind of came up with the idea. Well, they didn't come up with the idea, but we kind of just all came together and we're like, this might be something really cool to do. It comes from a lot of other places, but it's just something I wanted to do something.
Yeah. Man, that's dope, dude. It's cool that you had that support system, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that actually was saw that, hey, do something with you talking too much or whatever it is, right? But
Channel that into something that's good.
Yeah. But from there, man, that's powerful, because again, a lot of people that are entrepreneurs, don't get that support or have that push or drive, especially from family. We're typically searching from that for somebody that's already an entrepreneur or having somebody that, we're looking toward as a mentor to hey, man, I don't know how this game is, but I need you to help me out. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's really, really good to have that support system. And it's cool too that your family noticed, they saw that there was something about you that, maybe you could, you talk a lot. So why not channel that into something, right? And talking a lot, especially these days with how, many social media platforms there are, you can really leverage that. Obviously you want to talk in the right way, with the right tone and be respectful of other people, that's for sure. But if you're comfortable in front of a mic and a camera and, you can talk to an audience, that's really powerful, man. You can really turn that into something, so I applaud you for doing that, for starting that, with your channel. Yeah.
I want to say one thing though, man, you're just a young entrepreneur with a lot to say, right? Not that you talk that much, but it's hey, I got a lot to talk about, so let's do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Yeah. That's awesome, man. So yeah, that obviously it sounds like that encouragement from your family and, you just wanting to, maybe, interview people, that kind of led you to start a YouTube channel. But what really inspired you in particular to interview athletes and media personality?
So this is where it kind of gets like more interesting. So it wasn't just my love for like, I love basketball. Like that's like probably that's my favorite. And I didn't really get into it till my high school. So then I started going to like the NBA games and stuff. And then my older brother Mookie is actually a NBA manager. Well, he's not just NBA manager; he's the athlete manager.
Right.
But right now, he's Derrick Jones Jr. for the Heat and Terry Rozier for the Charlotte Hornets. He's the manager for them. And so at the time, he was just getting into the business, working for a sports agency. And I was around these athletes, and I was just like, this is like I just never been around something like this. And I was like, this is awesome. Like this, and I always wondered, like, I should do something with this. Like I should do something around these athletes. And my older brother was like that too. He's like, you're around all these athletes, you have a good personality, why don't you try to do something with it? So I'm like, and it was just something like, this is probably like the best thing I could do, go one-on-one with them, and then I do interviews and this stuff like that. But it was kind of like, that's probably what really motivated me, was like having the athletes around to where I could really, and they were down for it. Like they're happy to do it. So it was kind of like,
that's so cool.
Why not build something out of that and keep going with it? And that's what I've done.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah. I
awesome.
mean, people want to hear from athletes, I mean, that's never going to get old. I think, we're always looking on, if you see an athlete that you pay attention to, that you follow, and you see like a new interview with them, you're going to click on it. Right. So, I mean, it makes sense if you can leverage that and get those athletes that your brother's working with. I mean, that's an awesome connection to have, but not something that everybody would have like capitalized on, so yeah, it's cool that you're working with them and creating new content that people can enjoy.
Yeah, that low hanging fruit is powerful, man. I mean, you got your foot in the door with your brother, and then being able to leverage that and utilize it, man. Being a digital marketer by trade and having my own digital marketing agency and looking at your logo, man, it caught my eye, right? Because I design stuff too. And so I think that's kind of dope how you're interviewing people one-on-one and you're able to incorporate it into your name by taking the I's out of Gianni and then making it a one in a one, man. That is brilliant, brother.
Yeah.
I really like it, man. How did that actually come about?
So this is the crazy part. So when me and my brothers came about, they were talking to me like, I wanted to do one-on-one with athletes. And then I look at my name and I was like, there's two I's. And I was like, I could put two ones there. And then I was thinking put a V under it. So then I hit up the Ben Merker, the one who did my logo. My brother knew him. He does some stuff for the athletes and stuff. I hit him up and I'm like, hey, I want to do this YouTube. I want to do a logo and I want to incorporate the one and 1v1 in it somehow. And he was like, I got you. Like, I'll send you a logo and everything. So I'm expecting like what I drew up is what I'm gonna get.
Right.
So I get it back and I'm like, oh my, like he completely made it in my name. Like there's nothing that's hanging it below it. There's nothing, like it's completely in one. And I'm like that was like this. I didn't even think of that. But I was
just nailed it. Yeah.
He like nailed it. Like it was perfect. And then the colors that he put on it, as you can see, got the green. I like that too. And I also have a Miami one that he also put together. So it was pretty cool how that came about because I really love the logo and I love the color and I love everything about it.
No, I give you props for it, man. It looks good, brother. And I mean, like I said, when I saw that, I watched your video about you talking about shoes too. And man, I'm like, dude, I was growing up, I was big into shoes and never got to the point of knowing exactly like what those were. I was just knew the design wise, I always wanted to rock something cool. Right. So,
yeah.
But yeah, man, I was digging your videos.
Yeah. Thank you.
So man, when you come down to it, how do you see your brand expanding, right? Currently what you are right now, I've noticed on your YouTube channel, you have several videos, obviously with COVID, pause and everything, content creation kind of slows down. Yeah. How do you see your brand expanding within the next 5 years and what is your monetization strategy for your business, man?
So I'd say mostly, I'm actually working with this company that's really helping with this because I'm so young. At a young age, it's kind of like, and my mom, it kind of helps because she's a lawyer. So she can help with a lot of that stuff with me, like, doing that, but I needed guidance like with figuring out a mission statement where I do want to take this 5 years, where I want this to go. I want my brand not to just be just a YouTube, right? I have t-shirts, I have stuff like that. I have that type of stuff, but I want to expand and I want to do that type of, so I'd say I just want to, it's something I really have to think about. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that it's not just like I have a plan for the next 5 years, but I do want to make it bigger than just a YouTube, just a YouTuber. And I see a lot of other YouTubers doing that type of stuff. They transfer just might be their brand. It might be their brand instead of just a YouTuber. They separate that stuff.
Yeah.
I want it to be a business. I want to make it bigger. After that, it's like I just want to make it big. I don't want to just be a YouTuber. He's just a YouTuber. Other than that, it's still a thing in thought. I want to have a mission statement to why I want people to watch, what I want them to get out of it, how I want to help them. Stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and if you can grow your audience, I think the most valuable thing in any business really is an audience or a customer base.
Yeah.
So well-established companies have a customer base that they continue to roll out new products for. And the same thing with, a lot of people who are, on YouTube or other social platforms, they build an audience and then they can focus on, selling something, right? Like their own product, or they could be an affiliate for other products, so that the opportunities open up once you have that audience. And I think it's cool because there's an advantage to that, to starting it that way, instead of a lot of new companies start the other way. They have a great idea for a product or a service and they want to launch it out there into the world, but they literally have no audience. They've got nothing, right? So maybe have this great product or service, but they don't have anybody paying attention. So then they have to rely on people like you who have the audience, who they can work with. But man, if you grow an audience over a few years, and they're, that's loyal, that's really, really valuable, because then you can do kind of whatever you want with it. You can sell t-shirts, you can maybe come out with a sneaker, you could, there's all kinds of different things you could do to include, working with other brands. So you can kind of take control of it, which is cool.
Yeah, for sure. And Gianni, man, while you're talking about that, see, I think that's a big, like, as an entrepreneur, knowing your purpose, knowing the why, having that mission statement, exactly defining what it is you're trying to accomplish and knowing that, right? I mean, really, you got to look at that hard. And so that's why I want all our listeners out there right now, it's important when you get in the game, when you become an entrepreneur, when you're out there, instead of veering off track, if you have a defined mission statement, and you know your purpose and what you're trying to achieve, right? You're trying to scale, you're going to try to get bigger, you're going to try to do different things. But my challenge to you is not to try to do too much, but have that focus and that niche, the interviewing one-on-one, and then grow it from there, right? Continue to have the, putting out the great content and focusing on that, and then and defining what it is you're trying to accomplish and truly understand that. I mean, that's when everything's going to start really clicking for you, right? Your content will start going in the direction you want it to go because you define that mission statement. And I really think if you use all your synergy around that and really focus on that, especially with your parents' help or your mom and then your brothers, I think, man, you'll be unstoppable for sure. But definitely, guys, I challenge the listeners and Gianni, man, to make sure that is like something you got to like do right now, right? If you're an entrepreneur, you don't want to be the wantrepreneur, right? You want to be the entrepreneur that actually has an actual mission statement.
Yeah, it's a great time right now to do it too.
Oh, no doubt, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of great time, to be an entrepreneur, it's kind of an interesting time, obviously, with quarantine and even just kind of coming out of it. We actually talked about this a little bit offline, Gianni, is that you've had some more time now to think in the last couple of months, think about your brand, think about maybe other businesses. Is there anything else within, the next few years, could be 10, 15 years down the road, but, if you can really build up your brand, the brand that you're working on right now, are there any other businesses that you'd want to start? You know, is there anything anything else you're passionate about? You said basketball, but you know, what else?
I'm really into shoes. Like that's probably one of the things he might have saw on my channel. My first video was, you know, in Kobe Simmons' shoe closet, like him showing me all his stuff. I'm really into shoes. Like, I'd love to, you know, be an investor in shoe companies. I'd like to invest in that type of stuff. You know, maybe have a shoe company in my own day. You know, I know shoes, clothes. I love clothing. You know, of course, basketball. I love basketball. I love all sports. So I'd say really venture into that area. You know, clothing, shoes, basketball, sports, all that is really something. You know, I'd be fine starting any type of business in any of those. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and if you can, you know, if you can start something, if you have the opportunity to start something around, you know, basketball or any other sports you love, or anything else you're passionate about, I mean, that's really great. You know, we can't all do that all the time, you know, but at the end of the day, we gotta make some money and figure out, you know, and sometimes there might be a business opportunity where you're like, wow, I'm not super passionate about that, but I still, you know, I think that there's a good opportunity to make some money and to provide value to customers. So, you know, who knows what those opportunities are, but it definitely makes it easier if, you know, I mean, if like for you, designing or selling shoes would be great, because then, you know, you have a strong connection to what your purpose is with that product. And, you know, that I think that really helps as you know, build out a business like that. So
your logo is dope too, brother. I mean, I would be perfect for on a kick, right? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It was like, it'll look fresh.
It would look, yeah,
for sure.
Great.
So, man, I mean, I know you're an up and coming entrepreneur. Obviously, your entrepreneurial journey hasn't been, you know, very, very long, but from what you faced to date, okay, especially with COVID and everything coming up, because I don't know exactly how long you've been in the game. I know you're young, you're 17. Through your journey to date, man, from the highs to the lows, what has been the most difficult thing about being an entrepreneur, or at least, you know, even if it's defining your mission statement, what has it been, man?
I can tell you, it definitely has been being able to be consistent in what I do. Because last year, I was a junior in high school, and I played basketball on the basketball team. I had sports. I was in all these AP classes. So it wasn't hard, but I'd say it was very difficult to balance, you know, doing these videos, editing these videos, putting them out, you know, going to All-Star Weekend or going to other places and, you know, missing school or missing basketball games. But I was willing to do it because this is what I want to do overall. Like, my grades are good, all that. So I wasn't worrying about that. And basketball, I'm like, I love basketball, but this is really what I want to do. Like, I can't miss out on these opportunities. So the hardest thing for me was being super, super consistent and being able to have the consistency. Because it really bugs me to not be consistent. That's like the thing that really bugs me. And that's what I'm fixing now, because for my senior year, I'm really on the edge. I think I want to do online school, but if, you know, the COVID, we might not even have the first semester. It might be online. So that might help me out. So I'd say that might be, you know, the hardest part for me was being consistent at my age, you know, but I've tried to be as consistent.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a challenge for all of us though. I mean, and I know Andrew could vouch for that, is finding that consistency, because if it's not school, man, I mean, you're going through school and doing this, it's one thing and another, right? Your family. I have a wife and 2 kids. Yeah. Andrew has, you know, a wife, and it's one of those things, is trying to find that work-life balance. And that's just life, man, and just trying to figure it out, and then coming up with something, a battle rhythm, a set way that you do things, like a standard operating procedure to help you be more efficient, right? Yeah. Because that's the thing that we're all lacking, is like having that clear, hey, on Mondays I do this, right? On Tuesdays I do this. If it's editing videos or recording, it's like having that set thing that you never veer from. I really think that's powerful. And yeah, man, dude, I would agree. Consistency is huge for all of us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it really is tough to be consistent, but especially once you figure out what it is that, you know, you need to be consistent with, it's like sometimes it's difficult to even know, hey, what do I even need to do? But once you figure that out, which I think you have for your channel, you know the kind of content, you know what it's all about, you know what you need to do. So, then it's just a matter of creating a schedule and really just sticking to it. But obviously that's easier said than done. There's other stuff that there were some things I really wanted to get done yesterday, and my day just kind of got blown up. I didn't even get to do a couple of things I wanted to do. There were other things I had to do, and they're all important, but it takes even more focus, I think, to get back and make sure that you knock out the things that you have to do and they're on your schedule. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, man. Well, before we wrap up this episode, what do you think from your experience so far? What do you think is a piece of advice that you could offer our listeners, that has helped you so far as an entrepreneur?
I think the biggest thing I can say is if you have, you're at a higher, let's say, how can I word this? If you have something that you are closer to, so with me, I'll just put it this way. So I have the connection with athletes, right? If somebody has a connection that they are closer to something than a lot of other people aren't, take advantage of that the way I did, like start something with it. Like I did the interview, starting to like get my foot in the door by doing that, do that and take advantage of which, that part of it, and whatever you can get close to, take it, that's the biggest thing I can tell you is because athletes, that was something for me. Like not everybody's around these athletes in my age. So I wanted to really take advantage of that.
Yeah. It's leveraging the opportunities that's presented to you. Right. I mean, that's what I heard. And so basically because of your brother's connections and because of this or that, the stars aligned and you were like, man, hey, let's do this. And I like how it all came together and how all the pieces fit, right? You can kind of see how it was meant to be, right? Your brother gets his job and doing whatever he's managing these athletes. And you're like, hey, dude, you have a lot to talk about. So you like kicks, you like interviewing people. Let's make it happen. And man, like I said, man, I enjoyed the videos that I got to see. You have some dope editing skills for sure. I look forward to the content that you put out in the future, man. And we'll definitely stay in touch and actually follow your journey, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Likewise.
Absolutely.
I mean, when it comes down to it, guys, that's a wrap for this episode. And from the both of us, Gianni, man, we want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us and adding value to what we're doing on our podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me, for sure. Yeah.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you so much for listening to That Entrepreneur Life. To learn more about what Gianni is working on, check out his YouTube channel at youtube.com/G1ANN1. If you like what you heard today, make sure to subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or any other major podcast directory. You can also find us on all our socials and on our website at thatentrepreneurlife.com.
With that said, guys, we also want to quickly give a special shout out to our family and friends, like always, to include all our listeners, our followers, and subscribers. If you find value in our show, guys, please consider making a donation. Even just a few dollars helps us keep things moving along to bring value to your entrepreneurial journey. Thanks for continuing to support what we do as entrepreneurs. And don't forget, guys, to join us next week for another episode of That Entrepreneur Life.
Thanks for listening to That Entrepreneur Life podcast. Be sure to visit thatentrepreneurlife.com to join the conversation, access our show notes, and discover our fantastic bonus content. Don't forget to join us next week for another episode as we continue to add value. Until next time.